Okay, welcome back, mateys. I ran into this old girlfriend. Well, no, I didn't run into her. I haven't seen her in like 20 years. She's not even a girlfriend. She was my first crush when I was like a toddler. Like we're talking like three, well, probably like 5, 6. And I thought she was in New York, and I found she was in LA. Ew, I hate LA! I hate the West Coast. And she Facebook wall messaged one of my best friends back in the day when I was like 5. And we were all three of us like best friends. I think we even carpooled. But then she moved to New York or whatever. And I was like, what the hell? They're still staying in touch? How do I get out of this loop? Do they just think I'm some kind of nutter and they aren't keeping up with me? Or do they have some other special connection? Or because I tried to reconnect with all these people all the time. They were like, no, whatever. And I thought everybody moved on. But then it kind of made me a little envious or angry that they were still staying connected and whatnot. So, hey, mateys! The kind of Tasmanian wildcat is normally jumping all around, but he's all like meowy because he has serious digestive problems. Yes, that's all his little digestive fabrication, production, manufacturing results. Ugh. Yes. So I think that's why he's a little scrunched up all the time. Normally he's like bouncing all around. Normally he's kind of like, whoa! And he's kind of like looks out from his body. It's really cool. And the other guy's like calculative, Sherlock. He's like technical. He always like scrutinizes things. The other guy just kind of like bounds around. He's like, well, you're right. But he's not. It's not dumb. He's just like curious. I think he's the one calling Jasper is kind of more connected to his body. Anyways, so and I noticed her boyfriend, who I thought she was engaged to, is like a surfer dude. And I did surfing for a while, but I realized I stayed on this Doyle longboard learner board for years, like a surf instructor. And I should have progressed to a 7.2 or 7.0 transition hardboard, and I did for a while. And one time, when it was my chick who I didn't like, but who was kind of like that old Emily, first crush of my entire life girl, I did some amazing roundhouse wraparounds, and that was the best surfing. It was just, I felt like a red blur on the ocean. I didn't even really, what the fuck? I thought that audio was off of its own. I didn't even really realize that I was like doing these amazing things. I just kind of like saw myself, outside third perspective view, which is exactly what I want to do, which is why I like WoW so much, because it's like desensitizing yourself from next situation. More control of third person view. You're desensitized. It's NLP stuff. Okay, doing voodoo, woo-woo things to feel more comfortable around people and needing to help understand what's going on and what I have more control around people. Not showering. Oh yeah, weirdness. If shower after interacting with people can wash away emotional gunk baggage dumped on me, or maybe that's just confusion from reading signals, etc. Running 5 times a day at Colorado College, running OCD style before classes, sprinting Justin Howard, showered sports guy, getting anchored, want to understand behavior, don't like his compulsions. Okay, I met this British dude at this seminar, and I sprinted around this huge LA block, which was a scummy, gross, disgusting, putrid city. And I couldn't figure out why. I think it was because I wanted to get into like a grounded, cool, connected state. Oh, these are rubbish things. I don't want to read this shit. Oh, Victoria's Secret. Yes. Some kind of skinny hot babes in that. Got a lot of College old shit. And, why do I keep this rubbish? These crap people clip out for me. I don't even want to touch this shit. But then they accumulate in my life, like this clutter effect. It's toxic. It's repulsive. I've got to diminish this. Look at this. I don't even want this. That I even ripped it. Spacey, honestly. Kevin Spacey. I don't really give a shit. Really don't care, frankly. Oh my god. I saw this thing about devil stuff. Okay. I think I'll just fucking trash this. I don't want to have anything to do with that. Ready? Good. Anyways. But a part of me keeps them because I think, oh, what if it's some amazingly locked-in gem, some valuable stuff, rubbish stuff, blah, 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 etc., etc. But I mean, this stuff, see that stuff, this is stuff I almost would be happy to delete, and processing would be deleting it. This stuff is all stuff I want to progress in. Classical music, math, everything. But anyways, seeing this Emily, his boyfriend, I was like, whoa, that guy is like a surfer. I mean, he's like a musician. It's like, maybe somebody like her, or maybe she's like a sibling. She feels like a sibling. I don't know. There's some weird connection there. I started getting thinking about surfing again. And I connected with this other girl, Kate. I started thinking about surfing too. Surfing for a while was like my life. I had surfing posters up on my bed. I put the surfboard on the bed and I practiced paddling and like popping up and everything. And I thought it was cool. It was a great workout. It was part of my identity, unquestionably. Unquestionably. I mean, see, I don't want to touch this stuff for fear of like, oh shit, getting bogged down with reading rubbish. And, there's a part of me that likes staying in this organizing mode. But if you're reading something, you almost have to get into immersion mode, which is, if it's the wrong thing, can be a huge waste of time and stuff. But these books are good, safe immersion mode, the classical music and the math. So what I'm going to do, I'm not interested in West Coast at all. See, was that a lie? What is this? No, I'm not interested in West Coast at all. But here's the whole thing. I started thinking about surfing so much because of girls. Did I do that because I wanted to impress girls? See, I don't understand myself. Okay, so here's the truth. I'm talking to myself here. I liked surfing a lot. I loved it. I freaking loved it. It was awesome. Amazing workout. The salt cleared your pores. You got tan. You got in good shape. And it was fun. And girls seem to like it. It's a cool thing. Just like, yeah, I'm a surfer. But I stopped doing that because I went to Hawaii and they wouldn't let me rent a board. Fucking wankers bastards! Even though I probably would have been severely injured on the North Shore, but still I wanted to give it a go. So I went on the South Shore near Waikiki with the lame shortboard and like the midget 2-inch waves, which I caught, of course. I do have a good knack for being able to get up and surf extremely small waves, which is not exactly something to be proud of, but I can do that. And then in Oz, I kind of, after the Hawaii thing was total fail. Hawaii sucked. It was part of America, I didn't like it. Oz, there's tons of surfers, and I didn't even think about getting a surfboard, even though, maybe I could. That may be my future. But that's the whole thing. It'd just be something I'd want to do like once a week. Like bike once a week, surf once a week. I mean, that'd be an amazingly good balance. I just did a great workout today. I love this rowing. Rowing is so good for the back. It's basically what surfing works out. I'm going to chill with my mon chaton. Hey, matey mate. Hey, matey mate. This is Sherlock. He's the dude who does not have diarrhea at the moment. And he's freaking awesome! Just like his brother! So, but I mean, I don't know. Seeing this whole girlfriend thing and seeing her boyfriend music and surfing is like, dude, that guy seemed pretty cool. And they just seem like a freaking awesome couple. So I wasn't like envious, like, dang, I'm gonna get my old first crush of my entire life. It was kind of like just a weird introspective thing. Like, what do I like? What's a distraction in my life? And like, maybe all this self-help stuff, maybe that is me, but maybe maybe music is the best self-help thing. Like when I saw Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones at United Center in 2005, he had on one of those little things. He didn't have like the mic stand like Steven Tyler. He had on the little earpiece like self-help people do. And I mean, he gets 10,000 people going in the crowd like no other. More than basketball games, because that was next time, about over 6 years later, I saw the Bulls play there. And it was awesome to see the Bulls, but, the crowd wasn't going insane. Sometimes motivational stuff, maybe that's what this turned to. But, I'm still trying to figure out my identity and all that. And it's cool that I'm open to, changes. A few people are like, they just keep doing the same thing, even though they're like, maybe my life should be this, maybe my life should be this, and they keep doing the same thing, and it's like a gigantic font their whole life. No, that's terrible. I don't want to talk about people. In many ways, I've changed around so much of my life that, be better off to focus. So I want these dudes to get, like, comfortable chilling out here. Except this jacket isn't the best thing for it. Oh my god, I love my cats! Because the freaking best thing in the world. Best, awesomest bros. They're bros. I'm like a cat. I saw videos, like home videos of me, and I was like a little, me and my two brothers were like caffeinated kittens. And since then, my two brothers are kind of distanced. And these guys are like my new brothers, and I'm still caffeinated kitten. Literally, I am caffeinated, and I'm like a kitten. Well, if I Angela there, I was doing some yoga too, like cat style. These guys are so flexible. They're polydactyl. They've got crazy. Here, Sherlock, check out these paws. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's freaking huge. It's awesomeness. So freaking sweet. Okay. Toby Turner's cool because he just does stuff. He's not like yearning mode. He's not like I need it. He says to subscribe after everything, which is good. I like his little in for the darkness, out for the redness. Yeah, that's funny. I gotta think of something clever to say like that. I like saying stuff like that. Okay, it's pretty intense. So, I like, hello, mateys. Where you be, mateys? Oi, there you be. You be right here. There you are. Hey there, matey. Oh boy, I bet your brother's probably pooping somewhere. I don't really have an outro. It'd be cool if people subscribed. Oh yeah, Chubby Turner's got really good defined channels. He's got his vlogs, he's got his games, he's got a couple other ones. I've got this NLP one, which is John T. Coos. I've got this one, which is whatever the hell I want, which is what I like about it. You know, I can put it up unfiltered like myself. I don't have to. The NLP one, I had to shower before, I had to groom before. I even had a script. I even had a book already. Yeah. And what isn't that good? People don't like it. I don't know if people like this, but I'm just doing this because it makes me feel productive. See, that's the thing. I'm doing these because it makes me feel productive. I feel good doing this type of interaction, exchange, sharing. Awesomeness! Woohoo! I mean, if no one ever sees this, I'll still feel good about it. If everybody dislikes it, I'll still feel good about it. If people like it, I'll still feel good about it. It's just, I'm doing it for the sake of doing it, because it's productivity. Anyways, I feel like I've got a lot more to say, but I'm going to cut this off. Let me just, oh yeah, this is my binder I made. I mean, this is like a combination of a lot of stuff. French vocab, because I was trying to focus on that. Italian vocab, not that very far in Italian, honestly. Validate your life words, like I can create some cool phrases like this. Like, if you have a compassionate summarization of inciting your ability to edify strengths, then you can discard prescribed and penalized forms of doubt. Whatever the hell that means. I guess that kind of means, you know, if you focus on your strengths, then any kind of doubt that's been like injected into you by rubbish stuff, will just dissolve. But look at this. Surfrider Foundation. I started this thing called intellectual wave riding. Like surfing is a huge part of it's a huge part of my identity, whether or not I surf. I think that's a fact. I don't like the West Coast because it's rubbish and lazy. I do like Australia. I do like East Coast. Anatomy. Oh yeah, this stuff's quality. I love learning about anatomy. Different types of English grammar notes. I mean, this is something I carried around with me for a while. Right now, it's like a coaster. See, I don't like all this like old-fashioned tables. I like being in the gym. It was cold. It was big pad. It was just, I can just do work there. All this like, you know, house stuff. It's like, oh, you know, oh, did I get dirt there? Oh, bummer. A gym, I can just like sweep it, mop it, clean, simple pad. I like a gym or an office. I like living in those types of environments. Because I work nonstop. Oh, here's the thing. After I've been up going for like 12 hours nonstop, I kind of just become sleepy and hit a wall. So I think if that's when I have a drink, like a little bit of gin or a little bit of rum, then I'll be able to coast a little bit more and kind of transition into like a more relaxed mode instead of just conking out. And then feeling guilty about conking out. So, there's a little bit of productivity. I don't like saying goodbye. So anyways, cheerio.